Okay, watching some Polish league today, and it is Slepsk versus Czestochowa. I have a Polish teammate, so he's helping me pronounce that stuff. Two great teams. Filipiak, I believe he's Polish. Honorato, he is from Brazil. David Smith, one of my favorite blockers of all time, American fella. Asparahov is from Bulgaria. Lipinski, Polish from this is an outside hitter from Iran. Dececco, you guys know, from Argentina, and then Indra is from the Czech Republic, and I think the rest of the guys are from mostly from Poland. But two great teams here, and I'm excited. So let's get into it. Turn up there, bang, bang, bang. Okay, let's get it. Starting us off here is the Iranian outside here. So that's a nice spin to float there. And you see, I mean, it obviously he jumps and kind of lets himself drop a bit, but he contacts it high, so I really like that. And although it goes deep, it still gets on his platform. Over the top, Honorato right off the bat from the pipe. Look at that arm swing, man. It's a real high draw, kind of like Karlichek, the German fella that's playing at Olsztyn right now. Dececco running the offense over the top. He responds with a pipe as well. It's that guy, okay. It'll take me a second to kind of get into who these guys are exactly, but it's a good take. And you see this a lot. You see the front row outside kind of stepping up, taking the shorter balls and taking that seam, and then Honorato or the back row outside just taking a little bit more space. Then running to the outside. Great swing. Finds him at the peak. It's a great run. And that is Jankovic. He's a Polish setter, I believe. Kind of small. Kind of a smaller guy, honestly. Dececco over the top. Off the hands. It's a good swing. Nice high hard swing. That'll happen. And it's hard enough to where it gets a tool as well. That one's tough. And I notice I do this a lot, is I kind of jump away from it. And to avoid weird mistakes like this, you kind of want to just follow the ball no matter what. Even if it's not your seam, just kind of like check it. This guy should be going in front of you and overlap in front of you. And that just kind of limits errors like that right there. Good pass, back to the right. And this guy, this is Filipiak. This is the Polish big guy, born in 1944. So he's, what, 32? Kind of an older guy. But, all right. Tries to go short. Middle takes it well. And I mean, this takes so much pressure off of these outsides and these passers. Bang, easy money in system. Letting Dececco run his offense. Indra. He's fun to watch, man. He's a big lanky fellow. Big lefty. It's a nice swing. Just a good defensive play there. By Filipiak, is it? Yeah, Filipiak. Then hangs it up for him. Tips it way out of bounds. That's tough. And yeah, I mean, just kind of like setter awareness, just knowing that if this guy's digging this ball like this, he's probably not going to be in the most comfortable position to approach, but neither was Honorato, so just hang it as high as you can for somebody. Bang. And you know, Honorato is kind of an undersized player, but he's very skilled. You guys have asked a few times who are some undersized outsides that are good to watch. I'd say he's a pretty good one to watch because he has so much range. And I mean, obviously, his vertical is something that can't really be replicated unless you already have it or you're able to work and gain it. But it's just a good swing, just a good choice. He's got great range as an attacker, even though he's not the hugest guy. And that's David Smith right there, bro. Good touch on the block. Look at him delay. Just wait, patient, then off the toes. Like, you don't see him dip that much. Like, watch his hips, okay? Watch his hips here. He's there, it's there. Small dip when he decides to go. Just barely dips and goes up. It's not like he's getting all the way up. He could obviously get higher if he approached fully, but he gets a great touch, and they get a dig, and then they kind of dunk it, but stuff happens. Again, same thing. And I like how he kind of just doesn't freak out here. It's a quick dig. It's a quick dig over here. And instead of like on his quick pass, instead of trying to get to the center, he kind of just stops, gets neutral, then makes a move. Makes a big move too. Bang. Back to it. And now that one, he had a little bit more time. Ball's in the air a lot longer, lot higher. He has more time to go center. Still balanced in there. Bang goes. Bang. And that's just a little bit of pressure. And you see how Dececco, it's not like Dececco's like a huge attacking option or anything like that. But it just fakes some people out. He definitely got faked out. Look at that. And then his block move's tiny. So, like, I mean, hitting center, hitting windows is really important. But if you're getting people to do this where they're off the net because they think you're hitting, or, you know, maybe they think it's going to someone else, it's putting pressure on, it's causing those blockers to make worse block moves, so to speak. So it's just about pressure. Good sets is pressure on the block, and so is deceptiveness and faking people out. But there's got to be a good mix. Good choice. You know, he goes up, tries to take a real swing. David Smith gets a good touch. Straight to the outside. Ooh, ball's up still. Bang. Catches in the bottom of the net, ball's up. And this is something that's become very popular, is just throwing it into the block and just getting a recycle, not trying to win the joust. But you need players around you to cover you. And so a scenario like this, where it's a really quick bang-bang play, this is on the second touch, this is one that you should try to win, you know? It's because you can't count on people to cover you as much. Goodness. Ball's up. Putting a free ball over. Is it in? It's out. It's okay. Spinner. Bang. Ooh, yikes. That's a free ball. I don't know if maybe the toss was short or what. No, I think he just tried to chop it short and just missed deep. Big outside. Big right side there. It's a nice swing. Really nice swing. Look at how straight he's approaching here. And obviously, I mean, I think he's maybe turned in a little bit and, like, makes it a little bit weird. But still, great swing. He's got great angle. Straight down the line. Hard to dig there. Obviously, they left the line, though. Dececco in system is a scary sight for most blockers, man. Dececco, just a little interesting spinner. Good pass. Bang, OT. Gets dug. And look at how calm these guys are here. It's in system. These guys are going to take a hard swing. So sit in, be ready to just get hit and pop it up. Good set. Bang. And when you're setting this ball, you want to just angle your platform and then just add some power with your legs if possible, you know. Bang, nice swing, really nice swing. Deep corner. Look at how he gets there, realizes it's off the net, brings his foot back, kind of does like a negative step. I guess kind of just stops himself. Still gets some forward momentum, big swing to the corner. It's a really nice swing. Dececco, ooh, misses the spin to float. Spinner, big serve. That's, what's his name? Ibadapur. That's his name. Good block. Little unconventional footwork over here by this guy right here. But it works. He gets there. Who cares if it looks good as long as you're footwork-wise? As long as you're making a good move up here, who really cares? All right, let's see here. Good close, good press. Look at how he just finishes the block with his hands here. He's up, finishes his hands as he's about to get hit. They're sitting in cover and he gets hit. Ooh, spin to float. Look at that. That's a really nice one. Still a high enough toss where he could rip it. Contacts it with a full extended arm. Perfect contact. Look at that. That's floating. Really nice. Recycle. Wow, that's a nice recycle by Ibadapor. Dececco. See, I saw Brizard make a move like this where he's running this way, setting it out to the outside, and he missed the window a bit, but that's a really good set. Like, if you can make sure that you're still hitting that window, that's very important. Very nice. Gives this guy an opportunity to put more pressure on the block, or more pressure on the other team. That's tough. That's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know why he's mad. That's just unlucky. Oof. Miss serves, spinner. Good take, good step in. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice set. Bang, off the hands. See ya. Yeah. Floater goes short on the libero. Everyone's serving the libero. I mean, liberos take so much more space, but still, I don't know. I don't want to serve the libero. It's a really nice swing. And he's still able to hit this angle, even though he's not taking a huge angled approach, which is because he's a righty, and then he just swings through with his body, still contacts it high. Bang, look at that. Look at that angle. Bang. One more time. If you're on a solo block, nobody's touching that. If you only have a single block up there, all day. This guy's ripping. Now he's back row too. Right? Yeah. Oh, it's system to Indra again. And these guys over here have gotten multiple times. Czestochowa have gotten multiple times where they didn't cover the ball. And you just have to be in a mindset of just go for the ball. Wherever you are in this, you just go for the ball, whatever it is. But stuff happens. Stuff happens. It's never perfect, you can never cover the whole court when you're covering on that, but still. Yeah, they're starting to make some mistakes here. Spinner. Nice off the tape. Good cover. I mean, same type of deal. It's more so about how ready are you in your head. It's more so about that than where you are. Yeah, now they're just big time out of system. Just trying to scrap and find a way. And yeah, Dececco runs such a great offense, but of course he's just not a big blocker. He doesn't take a huge angled approach until here. Until there, and then he jumps from here, lands there. Bang, bang. Great angle. Makes it easy to hit that ball. Makes it so easy to hit that ball right there. Big serve. Nope, in the net. Serve. Bang. Ooh, right off the tape. I mean, same deal here, but then the middle must have closed it. Yeah, really nice close by the middle. And he's not making a super loaded move or getting to his absolute peak. It helps that he's tall, of course, but it's more so about just a quick move. He's got long legs. He's using them. Quick move, quick steps, up, pressing immediately, over the net, bang. And gets a nice block. It's not about loading up and jumping as high as you can every time. It's about closing the block and taking up good space. That's such a good block. It's not I just feel like so many people get caught trying to max jump on their block moves as a middle in system, and then you're a full second late, and then you're just not going to block balls. It's just terrible. Wow. He's close to that line there. It's a really nice angle, though. Bang. Bang. Right down. Straight down. Nope. All right, let's see. Spin to float. Yep, knew it. Honestly, a lot of servers have kind of a tell with their serve. like I feel like even just the way he's kind of looking, it just looks like he's not going to go for it. And it's just kind of a soft approach, so you know it's going to be a float. Good take by the middle, gives it back to him all day. I like setters that give it back to their middles in that scenario too. It's good stuff. And I mean, pass to swing for outsides and, yeah, just outsides, I guess, feels great. Like most outsides would agree with that. Like they feel great doing a pass to swing ball. And honestly, middles probably feel the same way. Like it's just, you're just in rhythm, you know? So he goes for that ball. Let me see that one more time. Swing, overpass, jumps, takes a rip high, gets a nice recycle, transitions off the net really well. Just in motion and then straight to it. Approaching there, turning himself. Look at how he kind of turns himself here. He's facing there and then is still running that way. And then as he jumps, brings that left foot around so that he can jump as straight up as possible and turn himself towards the net again. That's such an athletic move by David Smith. Gosh, man, that's him, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's him. Okay. He looks young and spry right now. Gosh, good for him. Yeah, that's him. Spin to float from Honorado. Ball's up, out of system here to, what's his name? Dang it. Indra. Gosh. I've watched him enough times, I should know. Out of system. And it looked like somebody pulled their hands, then go to the middle. And yeah, David Smith makes such good moves to the pins. I would try to run it straight down his throat in the middle as much as possible because, guys like this can just outsize him. Out of bounds. Spinner. Short, chops it short, really nice ball. And again, like same thing with how his approach, he found a way to angle himself and like face the net in the same way he's opening himself up to this 5 really nicely there. It just makes it easy on your shoulder, Missing inside is okay if it's any sort of semi-tempo. Any tempo where these guys have time to adjust and get their feet to the ball, missing inside is perfectly fine. It forces the blockers to make an adjustment anyways, and then the adjustment that the hitter has to make isn't really a difficult adjustment by any means. Outside bang. Yeah, I don't think he got this one. Yeah, it looks like he just goes past the ball here a little bit. I don't know, maybe he just drifted, or maybe, I don't know. It's hard to tell. He might have just been late on the press. Yeah, he's really trying to reach over to that cross, but let me go back. It's easier, like, if he's trying to take the cross, if he just goes forward with his hands there, I think, like, if he just tries to catch it there instead and puts his hand there, really far over the net, I think he gets that ball instead of getting back here. Like, don't stop it back here. Stop it up there, Dececco, go to the outside bang, yeah, all day. That's all day. Good reverse flow. And, I really like Dececco shuffling like this, too. Like, shuffling this way, making it seem like, oh, yeah, I'm not even worried about the guy out there. I'm just trying to make sure it's either here or here. And then as he's setting, he turns a bit, throws it to the outside, misses inside a little bit, but once you see that setter moving backwards, look at him. He's ready to go inside. Bang. And that's just free all day. Bang. Spinner. Nope. Chops it short. Let's see. And then he just hangs it out to the outside there. I don't know. I feel like maybe this is a little bit slow, but I don't know. Against the guys hitting against that blocker isn't very big, so it's not really a problem. After this, I got to freaking blow my nose down. All right, let's see. I just want to see this out of system swing, high into the block, gets a recycle. Gonna take another swing. Big approach, high through the seam there. It's really nice, and that should be closed by the blocker. But this is a great example of what I was talking about earlier, where he's too focused on, I'm just gonna make the biggest block move I can, That doesn't matter because now Honorado can swing into the seam here and hit a way easier swing. Like this is so much easier for his shoulder, for his mind, whatever, all of it. It's so much easier to swing right there. So take away, block that seam. Obviously, unless the guy's beating you on the sharp cross a lot. But still, yeah, it's tough. Bang, big swing. I like this guy, man. I like that swing. He's got a nice approach. And then like the way that he's angling himself too, I actually kind of like it because he's jumping, he's being athletic, he's close to the line, but I don't think he's over. And then he's just ready to swing to that deep corner. And it's not so much that he can't swing down the line or turn maybe. It's perfect. It's nice. It's enough to where he's able to swing through and still add power, but still go down the line and maybe go a little thumb down. You know, he definitely requires a little bit of thumb down, but it's just a nice balance, I would say, between the two extremes of facing down the line or facing the cross. Dang, really nice swing, wow. Over the top. And look at the reach. Look at how he just is able to hit it up here, take it to a nice angle. Again, just feeling comfortable maxing that arm out and doing something with your max reach up here. So extremely important at a high level. All right, we got 23-22. Spinner, chops. Ooh. I don't know. That was kind of intentional. He definitely was chopping it shorter. Gets an ace off the net, though. Spinner, libero, good pass. Let me see that pass one more time. A little bit of a late adjustment right there where he makes the initial move right here and then sees, okay, it's actually up here. Adjustment, bang, feel comfortable in it, bang, not that bad. Like, you don't want to make a huge adjustment, of course. Like, you don't want to be here and then realize it's over here, but a small adjustment like that is going to be very common. Nice swing down the line, though. Good dig. Off the hands, really nice swing. This team over here, this Slepsk team is playing well for this first set. And I just want to see that swing right here. And look at that. Oh, gosh, I went further than I thought. But look at that adjustment to the right. Feet there, feet to the ball. Aggressive approach, jumping as high as he can. Full arm swing, using his torso off the hands. See ball. It's a really nice swing. All right, back to it. Honorado starting us off with the second set. Big serve down the line. Over the top. And that's such a slow tempo. But it just seems like this guy is early. If this is the tempo, which maybe this is a misconnection on Checo's part, you know, maybe he's just putting it too high for him. But this guy's super early if this is the tempo. Like, look, he's just waiting for that ball, and then he has to tip, you know. Almost works out, but it's just not the connection you want. Free ball over the net, let's see. The Checo, that's a better tempo. That's a much better tempo. And you see how he waits on this one, okay? He waits on this one a lot more. He's patient, because he can always speed up. He's just there. Then when he sees the ball, he's good to go. Bang. Swings right down to the 6. Straight into the middle of the court there. But it was around the block, so it's okay. Good pass. All right, David Smith. No, sir, did not get the kill. Yeah, and like if you're making perfect moves like this, then you can do both, getting super high and be vertical and athletic, as well as closing it really, really tightly. Yeah, that's a nice block. And it's just, I don't know, that's just tough. I mean, maybe they could have pressed a lot more. You know, it looks like their hands are very straight up. It's a big guy, so, you know, it makes sense. But what'd they call here? Bang, off the hands. Somebody in the net? They call him in the net. They might have called him in the net. Must have been. David Smith chopping it short. And, he doesn't have the craziest powerful serve, whatever. So he's choosing to chop people up. He's choosing to chop it short, maybe spin to float here and there. Just find a way to put pressure on. Your serve might not be 80 miles an hour, but you can still find a way to put pressure on. Gosh, that's fun, man. That is a fun ball. Gosh, man. And this is what Dececco gets paid for, man. This is what he gets brought in from Argentina for. Gosh, that's such a good swing, though. And that's probably way out of bounds. Like, if these guys don't touch it, that's probably way out of bounds. But he knows how big the block is up there, so he knows to swing super, super high. It's a good swing, man. Oof. Ugh. And I don't mind the defensive move that he made. It's kind of OT, kind of maybe in the seam. He hops off his feet really quickly to open up his hip and try and, make his platform. It just skipped off. It's a good swing. It was a fine move. Spinner. Chops it short. Good take by the little barrow. He could have maybe dimed it better. It's a tough ball. It's a tough ball to connect on. Again, I've told you guys to miss this in front, though. Because he can, I would rather the middle have to tip to maybe here or 5 or whatever. Or, sorry, 4. Than try to take this swing because it's a little bit behind him and then get blocked for it. Unless he's able to recycle it. That's kind of tough to count on. Especially in the middle, Runs it back, though. That's a nice swing. Good connection. Good swing by the middle. It's not at his peak, so he hits it here instead, and still takes it to a great angle. Yeah, and middles have to adjust in the air, man. Middles have to be able to make very quick adjustments. Just go for the ball. Go for the ball wherever it is. Go for it. Good block. Let's see. Great move. Gets close. Pretty much hip to hip. Presses that left hand really early. And bang. Really nice. Really nice block. Spinner. This guy's going to keep going, I think. Yep. Overpass. Let's see. Over the top. And on a ball like this, let's say you're this middle. On a ball like this, when it's about at 10 feet, it's about back here, these guys' connection isn't going to be A+. If it's perfect pass, sure, commit. But on a ball like this where it's not perfect, it's not a perfect pass, even if you think he's going to go, you can be late on this ball. You can be late on this ball and still do something good with it because this connection that he has is only going to be a B, not an A. It's not going to be an A+, it's going to be a B. Dececco getting some blocks, though. He's not worried about helping. Nice, man. Yeah, he's not getting too many blocks, but he's still up there. He still will. Yeah, he jumps into the cross a little bit there. Well timed, still presses well. And if you're gonna jump into the cross, then you better make sure you're still pressing. If you make a move like that where you jump into a different angle instead of closing the block, it's okay to be wrong sometimes about it, fine. If there's reason behind why you're making that decision, sure. But if you get hit while making that move and it's not down because you weren't pressing or whatever, come on. You gotta figure that out. It's a really nice swing. Again, this guy's just swinging high off the hands really well. Great pass. Let's see that one more time. He gets it on his center line. If it's soft like that, you can pass it on your center line. It's not a big deal. Bang. Oof. Blocks, man. Lots of blocks from Slepsk over here. Outside, bang. Let's see. Good rip into the seam. Why was David Smith late? Yeah. He was late. He didn't close. That's on him. I don't think he's happy about it. It was in system. It makes sense. It's tough, but it's just tough that he get tooled, because reaching over like that, it just doesn't seem like he's really doing too much for them. Yeah, it's again another good delay. Like this ball's coming from further. It's in transition, so you might not go as fast as it was if it were serve receive. Good run, good swing. Nope. Lots of missed serves, I'd say. Going right side, bang. Yeah, I like that move by the middle though. Like that's a big guy. That's pretty fast footwork, man. Just fast steps, bang. And maybe he can, load and start covering more space, but you should definitely keep stepping quick like that if he can. Short choppy. All right, let's see. Put it way high up there. Yep. Yeah. And I mean, against a double block, you want to get this guy at his peak. Maybe give him some time to make a good decision. Let him take a full approach. Yeah, it's a nice swing off the hands. Floater. Good pass. Okay, let's see. And he's gone so high on most of his swings, and then he just brings it down and bounces that one over the top all day. Really nice run. And again, just like making it seem like he's going to set the middle by just kind of staying down, dropping his hands forward a little bit, and then just flicking it right over top there. Bang. He's so good at just messing with those routes, just messing with someone, just being deceptive with his body. Tip. Ball is up, it looks like. Free ball. Let's see. Honorado. No pipe. That's tough. Ooh, hey. How did that come up? Good touch by the middle. Weird touch by Indra. Gotta go over. Let's see. Free ball. And let's be honest, how much is he really getting from that quick look right there? I don't know if he is. Because obviously he didn't see Dececco creeping in from over there. I would have set against that. Ball's still up. Let's see. Bang off the hands. Oof. And again, like something like this, I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of this right here because he's doing something like this and then he ends up being late on really his only option, like the only person that he's supposed to be defending against. Then he's late, makes a bad move, gets tooled. There's no point. Like you're not doing anything just by putting your hands up anyways. So, just not a fan of that. But hey, it'll happen. Whatever. I like this middle, man. He's a big dude, but he's making good moves. He's making very good moves. And, I like this. So David Smith just made a very similar move, but he got tooled on the inside right here, right? Like he got tooled right here. Obviously, this might be a slightly different swing. Like this one's a little bit higher for him. But I like that he's not trying to go too far out of his body, like reach-wise. Because right where he is still able to press. There's going to be a certain point where you're not really doing much if you're blocking like this. Like this isn't going to do much. You're just going to get tooled. But if you're up here, you're still, like if you get hit, it's going to go down. So there's that kind of balance that you want to do when you're late like this. There's kind of a balance of how far you should reach, I guess, if that makes sense. Honestly, good close, though. It kind of closed it pretty decently. Bang. And then good transition. This guy's good. I like him a lot. Adamczyk. I don't know. Something like that. Nice swing, too. All right. Let's see. Lefty spinner, Indra. Out of bounds. That right side. He's fun. Oh, why did he get faked here, though? Yeah, and like also doing this stuff so consistently just makes these guys overthink sometimes. I don't even know if he really did that much with his body language here. Like the only thing he really did was square his back to this window here and maybe just load his leg like that. But and it got all of them. It tricked all of them. Him, and it honestly looks like it kind of slowed him down too. Bang, solo block. He's so good. Out of bounds, sadly, but still, he might have missed the window. Good read by the libero. Nice. Yeah. This is a tip to do if their line is open, but if not, then you got to go either in between the blockers or over them. Not that swing. Not the choice, brother. This number 9 over here is pretty good. I like him a lot. He's just taking very disciplined swings for the most part. You know, he brought that one down straight to the 6, but besides that, he's taking pretty dang good swings. And you see right here, he's facing the setter, you know, but then as he starts to approach, he brings that left foot around a lot. Like, it's fully up there. And that allows him to open up his body and take a real rip. That's good. Looks like an ace. Looks like an ace. Coffin corner. Yep. Spinner. Slepsk. Slepsk about to go up 2-0, man. 18-13 in the second. Dang. They're leaving a lot of line there. Wow. Oh, that's tough. I just want to see that move. Spin. That's that middle, right? Yeah. Okay. Adamjik. Something like that. All right, that's a good swing. Let's see. Good patience. Good delay by him right there. Delay, load, be quick as he jumps. Then he takes it to a great angle. Straight to that deep corner. Really nice swing. Excuse me. Out of system. Good block by Honorado. Good press, good finish by the block. On the block, I guess. I don't know. Back to Indra. Ball's still alive. Let's see. Trying to take the middle out. Doesn't work. The little delay. The little glitch set. I don't know, man. Does the glitch set work? Let's see if anybody got faked. Not really. I mean, it might have just been the pressure. I don't know. Ooh, pineapple. Yeah, this is so nice. And this is a really great example of how to score on it too. Like, it's not super loopy. It's straight to the corner. It's flat. It's a flat ball. It's not giving that 6-spot time to do it. It's not giving that guy time to go run that ball down. That's a really nice pineapple there. 21-14, second set. Floater. Nice pass. Nope. Whoa. I am confused. Holy crap. You got me. Dececco faked me out. Holy crap. Yep. And even just putting pressure on the block like this sometimes is going to make really disciplined players go into the net like that. Holy crap. Dececco is winning this one against David Smith, which is rare. David Smith usually wins the blocking battle against most setters. He's very disciplined, very good, but he's getting beat. Oh, good recycle. Whew. Wow. That was a weird one. Off the hands, Honorado. Good choice. It's a good choice. It's a phenomenal choice off those huge hands there. Looks like he was a blocking sub, maybe. I don't know. Honorado. There. Okay. Spinner to Dececco. Let's see. Out of system deep. Out of system there. Good swing. Right through the seam there. I mean, in system like there, I mean, it's mostly in system. You can challenge the seam. You can feel decently comfortable challenging the seam, but it's got to be high. Like this, it's got to be high enough to where if the guy closes, it's not a block. It's just a recycle or soft block at the worst. You know, honestly, timing it as a middle with Dececco doing some weird stuff like this must be a little bit difficult. But it looks like a decent connection to me. Yeah, let's see. And David Smith was just okay with being late there. David Smith, man, getting faked out again. Still gets a little touch, it looks like. Ball still up. David Smith butter. Oh, what? Looks like Dececco or somebody went in the net. Who went in the net, bro? Oh, it's step. He stepped through. Okay. He stepped under. Next play. Come on, get your hand out of the way, fool. Good pass. Dececco to the middle. Gosh, that's such a good ball. And like a ball like this, he's not going to gain anything from jumping. Okay, it's not like he's faking out the blocker and making it seem like he's going to dump it. He's not gaining anything out of it. Stay standing, hit your window perfectly. Bang. You're setting to a setter target. Bang. That's a perfect ball. And then it allows your hitter to do the rest, to do the job. Deep out of system. Let's see. Free ball. Good take by the libero. Bang. And this one's a good delay. And it looks like, so I like what Dececco does here because he could go to both from here. He could just bang, or he could flip it over top. Flick it over top, I guess is a better word. And you see David Smith actually wins this one right here by faking it and then waiting, just being patient, and then going. Like, okay, I'm okay with being late on the middle. I'm going to guess that you're going to the pipe. And then takes a really great angle. And, like, if he's able to reach this far outside of his body and still press his hands good enough to get the block, great. Phenomenal. Slepsk is up 2-0 now. Out of system. Big. Good defense. He's calm back here. Hitting a split step. Pops it high. Let's see. Dececco. Back to the right side. Bang. In draw. Such a good swing. Short. It's a good serve. And honestly, that takes out the middle, it looks like, too. Because the route is just not there anymore. And it's too far off the net. Yeah. Ball like that. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Is if it's high enough to where even if you close that, it's not a guaranteed block, you know. But you can challenge that seam system. That's not a bad thing. You just can't rely on it, you know. He might be, I thought he was over. Spinner in. Let's see, over the top. Bang. Ooh. Let's see. And this is like a pipe to a spot here, which, isn't a bad thing. But, as long as the setter feels comfortable finding the spots, but, I don't know, to me it seems so like, there seems like so much gray area if you're going to spot. But that's just me. Nice ace, but this middle's having a great game, honestly. Great swing. Bang. That's a really good choice. Oh my gosh, there's a seesaw back there. Holy crap. That's crazy. They always have so much going on for these games. In the background, man. Dececco, man. He's not the most athletic, but he does the job. Let's see, out of system here. It's a good swing. And like that's a really good job of letting that ball kind of travel over his shoulder from behind there. Bang. Then taking a big high rip at it. No right side to the outside. Let's see that transition. Let's see. Rounded out, sprinting, kind of slowing himself down there, and then tipping it sadly. I don't like to see that. Bang. Good touch. Let's see. Bang. And it might be a little miscommunication on tempo there. He kind of hangs there just a slight bit, but still such a great swing. And look at how he maxes out again. Again, same deal. Arm swing, phenomenal. Opens himself up. Look at that. Look at how well he's opening himself up. And I think bringing that left hand around, or like at least up, and maybe even just aiming that left hand, helps you open up your body even better. And then brings that left hand back. Look at that. Aiming that left hand, putting it high. It's honestly so far over. I like that a lot. Bringing it through. And then he brings around his body, brings around his elbow, takes a high rip. Full torque. That's torque right there, man. It's good stuff. Let's see, out of system. Way out of system. Indra. Good joust. Yeah. Honestly, recovering off of joust is also a very, very important skill these days. That might be a double. Let's see. High rip. Nice swing. Smart. And an undersized outside like this, you have to be smart. You have to be intelligent. You have to be able to hit someone's hand quickly and just get a tool. Like an undersized outside, I feel like so much percentage of their kills has to be tools. It has to be off the block and using the block. And I mean, there's definitely luck in that skill. Yeah, wow. He doesn't even fake his arm there. He just goes up with 2 and then bang, right next to him. That's a really nice tip. And this is another good way to score as an undersized outside, is do stuff like that. Beautiful, man. Honorado getting into his zone here. Yep, over the top. Gosh, man. And like, if you're trying to get that over the top route and be deceptive with it, doing what he's doing right here, where the only difference is wrists, like you're here, okay, middle, okay, over the top, just the wrist being different. Phenomenal deceptiveness. Phenomenal. Floater. Hybrid. Hey. Honorado. Bang. Good swing. Bang. Yep. All day. This guy's good. Now they're starting to get into his zone too. Let's see. Dececco over the top again. And he does a little jump there and just flicks it off again. Just only the wrists, man. He's only faking with the wrists. But it's working so well. And he's gone to the pipe, 90% of the time with it. Really nice. Let's see. Tight ball. Good grab. Such a good turn there. And just like, so how outsides, undersized outsides have to find a way to score, undersized middles have to find a way to score very similarly, where they don't have as much opportunity to use the block because the ball's so much quicker, but being able to turn their body like that and find an angle like that quickly too. Look at that. That's perfect. That's a perfect swing. Czestochowa getting some points now, man. Gosh, beautiful. Yep, that's what Dececco does right there, man. Gosh, that's good. Decent enough pass. Let's see. I like that block there, just throwing the hands down, trying to not let them recycle it. Oh, somebody went in the net. Gosh, that's a really nice swing. From the back row, obviously, I guess it went off the block. I thought it was going real sharp. Out of bounds. Spin, good swing. And I like this choice here by what's his name? Ibadapur. That's what it is. Because this toss, it's going to be really hard for him to thumb down over here. So he closes that seam off because that's where he's going to serve a lot. Bang. He could have maybe passed it better, but it's still a good choice on the serve receive. Oh, that's rough. Rough miscommunication there. Czestochowa figured out. They're going to win this set, as far as I know. Out of system. Ibadapur. Roll shot. Good take. And, once you have that momentum forward, you might as well. If you can take a step close, like, it seems like right here is when he decided, and it's just step close, taking a swing. And since it's against either no block or one small block, it's perfectly fine. Like, it's perfectly fine to just go for it and rip. Obviously, swinging the corners is better, but, it's not like you have to be super disciplined to be scoring on that. You just have to maybe swing high enough to where super late block can't get you. Ooh, yeah, it's a miss. I mean, was that to the middle? No, it looks like he's trying to go to the outside there. Outside. Yeah, that ball's inside, but Honorado is able to adjust to it because he's taking his approach that angle anyways, so he can just jump forward a little bit. It's just a small adjustment. Takes a good rip. Honestly, good chase down touch by Batapor, but he probably could have been better on it. Let's see. Bang all day. It's been like this every time. I mean, that line is just open. Floater. Good pass. No, not really. Never mind. Bang. Whoa. Hello. Go to the outside. Chopping it off the hands. Dececco. Putting it high up there. Hi. That's why, I mean, especially as a small blocker, I don't like people dropping their hands because as small blockers, I don't like dropping their hands because, I mean, you're not covering that much anyways, so people are probably going to try to swing at you. Good grab by that setter, dude. Good for him. He can be late on it. He's still on his way up with that ball that he just jousted to. Like, that's really nice. Spin to float. Good hands. Bang. Up. Ooh, did he get it? Looks like it was out of bounds. 16-14 Czestochowa. Ooh, going for the connection. But if you're going for this, if you're going for something like this, you're going to have to put a lot into it so that it's still quick enough. So find your feet, find your balance on that, you know? Like get your feet there, use your legs, and launch it to that ball, launch it to that window. Gosh. And Dececco, like with how much he does, it just puts stress on those blockers, man. And I guess that's just a misconnection, sadly. Yeah, and that right side's out, that's why. Wow. And it's a nice set too. Oof. Out of system, let's see. Gosh, good swing. And you know, if he's able to take this angle and turn his left foot around like that, and then turn and open up himself, that's pretty good. And still take a good rip to that deep corner. Bang, that's out of bounds. Good. Wow. Spinner. Ooh, goes for the chop. Spinner, nope. Let's see. Out of system here. Going to this guy. I think it's a touch anyways. Who's here? Gianlis. I think he's French. I think this is a French guy. I don't know. Spinner. Good angle. I don't know. I mean, he's kind of out now. I don't know. Great swing, though. This guy's good, man. He's good. Filipiak. What a guy. All right, let's see. Spinner. Good serve. Ace. Filipiak doing everything now. Oof. 18-19. Spinner, spin to float. Yep. You really dropped that one short. And if you're able to just kind of float and launch it towards that tape, it's going to be a really nice serve. Especially with the spin to floats, man. They drop so unpredictably sometimes. That's tough. He brings it down a little bit. Brings it down to the seam. Or, well, at least to the cross. Good pass. Back. Flip it. Indra, same thing. Same thing as, what was it? I think it was a Batapor in Zone 4. Does a very similar thing. But Indra is able to take a really big angle and then allow it to be over his shoulder. And, like, this ball's about to be right here. You know, this ball's about to be right here. And he's looking up at it, leaving it in front of him, and then jumping forward. Taking a rip. Bang. Really nice swing. And he's not scared. Just because he can't see the block doesn't mean he's scared. Doesn't mean he's gonna hit it soft. Like, it's a weird out of system ball. Take a better approach. Figure out a way to be better at hitting that ball, you know? Bang, big swing. Out of system. Yeah, bad up or. Like, this is what I'm talking about right here, where, you know, he kind of goes softer because it's not a perfect scenario. Find a way to take a rip, man. He could have gotten a tool there if he hit the same spot, just harder. Yep. Yep, out of bounds. Let's see. Oh, wow. He must have gotten a touch or something. Oh. Spinner, spin to float. Almost an ace. Wow. Wow, they're all out of sorts. People don't even want to take the free balls over. One-on-one. Good dig. That's some fearless defense right there. Just palms up, getting hit. Good choice. And look, I mean, this one isn't a super extreme example, but look at just the slight elbow bend so he can push it kind of on his left shoulder. Bang. And just get it right past that setter. Where's my mouse? There we go. Spinner. Spin to float. Nope. Out of system. Let's see. This guy's good out of system too. Man. He stops himself short, it looks like. Oof. Why is he holding him and pushing him there? Why is he keeping that space there? That's on him. That's on him. They should not have a gap there. This should be one of those triple blocks where it's just a wall, a glued together wall. And because it wasn't, they got tooled. Because that's not really like that great of a swing by Filipiak. He swung pretty low, you know, but he still was able to get the kill because of that. Good grab. Good grab, just a flick downward after too. Spin to float. Look at it. Like, look at how well that thing drops. Just, you know. Dececco. Bang. Ooh. Missed that. Looks like there's a miss. That's a miss by the middle. Yeesh. Spin to float. Bang up. Give it back to him. Yeah. And Dececco's such a loose guy with his body language too. And that wins it. That wins them that set, man. Really nice swing. I like that guy. He's got a nice arm swing too. That middle. He's got a very nice arm swing. Spinner. Nope. Okay. Right when I talk good about somebody, man. Every time. Nice. Dececco. Nice. Spinner. Just going at an angle. He's able to get him out of system with pretty soft serve, but it's to his line. You know, pretty soft, but it's to his line. Gets him out of system. Now that outside setting instead of the setter. Looks like I got a touch there. Nice. Spin to float. Nice. Let's see that move by David Smith. Yeah, he's got kind of wide shoulders too. Let's see. Oh, good ball. Yep. All right, let's see. Gosh, beautiful. I like that. I like that move up to here. This move from the middle is really good up to about here. And then I would want him to, I guess here, because he would need to kind of stop himself a little shorter, drift less, and then not go that far with his hands. Because if he pressed forward and was pressing straight forward this way instead, he might be getting that block. Again, you're not blocking here, you're blocking forward. You know, so spinner, oof, that would have been a nice serve. You know, Honorado's serving really flat right now. You know, there's been a few misses, but a good take, good swing. Yeah, and like look at what he has to do with his body to find a way to score as an undersized blocker there. Like that's a big block that he's going against. Bends himself down, you know, like squishes himself, doesn't take it at his peak, finds a way to find it like really, really sharp around the angle. He scores. Wow, really nice. Spinner, right to the little barrel. Come on. Oh, hello. You gotta swing real hard on that one. If that setter jumps, punish him. You know, if that back row setter jumps, get him. Somebody's in the net. Count it. Good serve. Ball's on. Bang, good swing. And you know, if you're bigger, if you're a bigger middle, you know, being up and going there instead of down here is very nice. Like big middles, you want to have them max out as much as possible. Smaller middles, they should be able to max out, but like they should be on a quicker tempo and being able to have a very big window still because they're, you know, hitting all outside their range and stuff. All out like here, you know, low to a good angle. Bang, quick. Let's see, outside. Let's see, spinner. It's a good serve. Good pass. Just sits in, pops it up. Bang. That's a good serve. That's a good set. Takes it high enough to where it wouldn't get blocked. It would only get soft blocked. Fourth set jitters for some folks missing some serves. Bang. Yeah, and like he makes these. I mean, he made the decision early. Probably he already knows where he's going, but he just acts like he doesn't. Like you can't read him until it's too late. You know. Bang. And I mean, as a middle too, sometimes you just don't see stuff. Like this right here is the move that I wanted on that other one. Is this the same guy? I don't even know. But look at how he just presses straight forward and just covers everything because he's right there. Bang. Obviously that hand got hit, so it's a little further back, but it's a really nice block move. Bang. And he kind of braces himself with his arms, you know. It's really good. Good cover. Pipe. Ooh, rough. And if you're hitting that pipe, you know, especially out of system, you got to take a really nice angle. But you got to hit it hard because you never know if you'll see a triple up there or what kind of angles you'll have. Good cover. Oh, never mind. Let me see that block by David Smith here. It's a commit. That's a commit for sure. Yeah, it's a commit. It's a good press. Bang. Gets him. Bang. Really nice. Floater. Bang. Yeah, nice. Oof, good angle. Nice swing. They're finding him. Actually, I want to see this one more time. And David Smith's moving over. And he just doesn't get over. He doesn't get in front of him enough there. But I mean, he's going on a fading route. You know, it's kind of tough. He's got a lot of momentum one way. Bang. Now it's just middle versus middle right now. Really nice. Spin to float. So many spin to floats, man. Everybody does it. It's just middle versus middle. I mean, if this doesn't go to the middle, then somebody's soft. Oh, come on. You setter. You silly setter, you Yankovic, whatever you are. Ball's gone. Whatever. Spin to float. The middle honestly wouldn't have even been up. Let's see here. It's a good block. Gets his feet to the ball. Presses straight forward really well. Gets that left arm around the ball. Bang. All right, we got 12-10. So many spin to floats, man. So many. It's not really a bad thing, but man, it's so many. Out of system, Filipiak all day. If he's hitting that hard, man, it's going to be tools a lot of the time. They've had so many balls like that where they get a soft block on their side and they just don't cover it. Another one. Ooh, David Smith, don't be hurt. Good block, though. Yeah, he's quick. He's quick with that move. And then he doesn't, yeah, he just trips. Let's see here. Spinner. Bang. Good. Bang. And maybe I like this partially, like just a slight angle, as long as he, can still go around, just so then he can adjust to that inside ball well. But personally, I'd rather adjust that way to the right instead of to the left. But he obviously looks very comfortable with it. Indra ripping it through. Floater. Good pass. Let's see. Bang. Yep. Deep corner. Big swing. High. Through the seam to that deep corner. This guy's player of the match for me so far, that's for sure. Ball's inside. Yeah. Yeah, and when that ball's inside, just continue cross. Just take it cross. Don't try and bring it back to the line. Because also, if this blocker goes to his normal spot and that ball's inside, you have the advantage. You can adjust so much better than he can, So just continue cross, rip it cross. Because then if he doesn't make the adjustment, then you're just bringing it back to his block. It's just dumb if you do that. Dececco. Bang. Ooh. Let's see. Quick to the outside. Good swing. Good dig. Palms up. Scoops it. Off the hands. Good choice. Batapur pops it high. Let's see. Going really high to Indra. Finds a great swing. Blows someone up, man. And that's why, like this, again, same thing right here, like deep out of system. Find a way to still approach and take a really big swing. Whether it's arm swing that you got to make sure you're loose on, or approach that you still have athleticism on, whatever it is, man. Find a way. Really good. And Dececco also has such great feel for the court. He's able to hit that window behind him so perfectly, Just by feeling where he is on the court, Good take by the middle. There's no hesitation for him either. He goes immediately, pops it high. It's a free ball. He puts it right on the setter's head. Come on. Bang. Ooh. And he has dove inside so many times now. No way that gets a block, dude. That's crazy. And, I mean, it seems like he could definitely take this line. Like, he has so much space down that line. He just tries to go super sharp. Wow, good for him. Spinner. Yep, out of system. Ooh, quick there. I like that call. That's a nice run. Yeah, and that forces them to make a quicker block move, too. That's nice. Out. And they subbed Dececco out, man. Dang. Hits the window. Ball's up. Free ball city. Let's see. 18-15. Going back to my boy. All right, it did something. It just restarted my computer or whatever for some reason. So back at 18-15. I don't even know. I think this is the play, right? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Yep, Filipiak, my guy. Dang, there it is. Deep corner. That's such a good swing, man. That's such a good swing. He has to, this middle, if he wanted to take this ball and block it, would have to leave that seam a ton to block that ball. That's a really nice swing. And again, he's still, like, he's facing that line enough to where he could rip down the line, but he's still just, that cross is available. Especially the deep cross, of course. Good pass. Big time out of system. Let's see. David Smith setting some butter to the setter. Ooh, I think it's in. That's crazy. Ball's too tight. He goes for it. He doesn't hesitate a ton, okay? He's excited for that. He's like, oh, sweet, I get to go attack. He's just playing volleyball at that point. And then he's smart, goes deep to the corner. Very nice. Wow, man, good for him. We got 20-15. Bang, David Smith. Tight ball. Bang, bounce. Overpass kill. Floater. Out of system, let's see. And I mean, he approaches from inside, but as he's approaching, as he's jumping, he brings that left foot around. And as he's in the air, he's opening himself up to that cross. Like, it's a nice swing. Oh, I think Honorado can dig that, honestly. Spinner, Indra. Is it? No, that might not be Indra. That might just be a serve sub. Good pass. Let's see. Oof. Filipiak again. Yeah. It's a good adjustment to the inside, too. Like, that ball's inside. He just jumps inside a little bit, rips across. There's no overthinking about it. There's no trying to bring it back to the line. There's no stupid stuff. It's perfect. 22-17, game's almost over here. Let's see. Bang. David Smith gets dug. Soft blocked, too. Look at how he finishes his arms here. Look at how he finishes the block. He's up there right as he's about to get hit. Throws his hands forward. Finishes the block. Deep out of system. Let's see. Oof. Ball's up. Honorado. Off the hands. That's definitely off the hands. And that might be inbounds, too. Yeah, it's really nice. Great choice. Again, like smaller outside. Can you still score on some out of system balls like that by just being smart, by just chopping it up, having ball control and being smart? 23-17. Out of system outside. Tip into the block. Rough. That's a rough one. That's a dumb tip. Didn't like that one. That's stupid. Spinner. Out of bounds, barely. Spinner. Miss serve. All right. Thanks for watching.